Hi, my name is Denise Bryson Smith. I'm here, the principal here at Liberty Isle High School here in Texarkana. As you can see, this is the West Campus. Here we have the main building here that has most core classes here. We have our, this right here has our art class and another CTE class here. And we have a computer lab right here where the red door is, and you have, and then see the chairs over there. There is another CTE class on that side and other classrooms. I'm sorry we're not able to get in today because they're working on the floors, getting ready for the next year. We are okay. In this building here, it's more juniors and seniors. This is a large campus, it's spread out. And so this building here is more directed for juniors and seniors. We'll go walk up this hall at this corridor here in between here, and I'll talk about how our campus is spread out and our vision and mission statement here. If you'll see here, there's our football field. You see a part of our football field here in between here. This is our athletics locker room here. And if you can see where the chairs are here is our self-contained classroom for our high school students. There's two classrooms there. One is not as severe as the other, but they're both the self-contained classroom. Here at Liberty Isle, we do have 4 campuses here at Liberty Isle. This is being the high school. We have an early childhood center, which is going to be your pre-K 3, 4, and kindergarten. We have our elementary. It's going to be our grades 1 through 4. And then we have the middle school. It's going to be 5 through 8, and then here at the high school is 9 through 12. And if you look right here, there is this building here to your right here. This building here is going to be your computer lab, another computer lab right here on the campus. This building here with the windows, red brick, is another CTE classes, computer class in there, and another CTE class. And then our agricultural building there, behind it is a greenhouse class, wood construction classes. Go. Okay. Our mission statement here at Liberty Isle ISD is that we will provide instructional environment, academic, career, and social skills will be provided for a lifelong learning, and that each student will become a responsible, contributing, highly productive citizen in this diverse world that's changing very quickly every day. And so, in our vision as well, it also says that, you know, we will provide world-class school focused on high academic achievement in a style of environment that the students can reach their maximum potential. So we do have, I feel like we have a very good mission and vision statement, and we're able to fulfill that on what we provide here at the school. There's another picture here of our football field here that we have. We just got finished a couple of years ago, I guess it is. We got new turf, track. You can walk on it. It is open to the public to walk, we also have core beliefs that we do work with. That our core beliefs that we do believe that parents and the community involvement is essential for the students to be successful as their further education and increase their achievement, and that the stakeholders, which is the parents, the community, and the teachers, all come together to work for the kids overall. That we do recruit highly qualified teachers and retain and empowering the teachers on a world-class education, and that we hire the best educators that are out there, and that we give them continuous trainings. We give trainings before, during, and after in school years. And we do hold them accountable for student success, but overall we do encourage them to reach their potentials, the teachers reach their potentials for the students to be successful. And we do provide resources, allocate resources to them to help with their part. So another belief character of a core that we have here on it is that education, strong work ethic will enable each student to learn. We're providing them academics and extracurricular activity programs to develop whole child with the ultimate goal of producing competitive, confident citizens. And then here, we're now on the East Campus part of the high school. Right here down this corridor here is our band and choir classes here. This right here is called the Media Center in the library. The Media Center is where the main office is here on the campus, the junction of the cafeteria as well. So it's a middle place between the East Campus and the West Campus. So this is the library. This is our media wall here, so they have the athletics or anything that the campus or the district uses for media background. We use this as a background here. We just recently remodeled our library. We've got new custom shelves. Our librarian's hiding behind the shelf here. But anything else? But yes, we have recently remodeled. Oh, you got new chairs. Love them. I hadn't seen those. Anyways, they recline. Another core belief that we have here at Liberty Alo is also a safe environment. We strive for a safe, secure environment that provides our faculty and our staff and our students a peaceful mind of a necessary pursuit of excellence, and in that vision that the staff and the students have the freedom to pursue achievement at the highest level of performances. So if they're safe, if they feel safe and secure, and they are safe and secure, that our belief is that their academics will pursue as a performance. Okay, so here in the library as well, this is a place where you get your technology. We have Chromebooks. Right now we're in the process of doing one-to-one in the classroom, that each classroom will have a set of Chromebooks for each class. But this is the place where you would get the technology, any technology, elbows, ladybugs, anything to that effect. This would be the place to go. And then this is a counselor here that helped that sit here as well. So this is part of the media center here. During the day, we are co-opted with Red River Credit Union, and the students have a banking class. So they're part of this, and they actually work for Red River Credit Union as well. So they actually get some working hours during lunchtime here. Do you have any questions or thoughts that you would like for me to address?
What all goes on in this building?
In this building here, this is where my office is. Here, this is where the attendance registrar here is. This is the media center, so this is like the core of the campus. So here we have a snack bar line. We have our teacher boxes are going to be in this building, in this office here as well. This is where this is a snack bar line that we have at lunch times. This is where we have the kids eat here during the lunchtime here. This is where we also do our programs here on this campus here. Theater arts that's their stage, but behind it is also a theater arts classroom and costumes and what they work for that. Here's a different perspective of the media center. This gives you a little bit more room during the day for lunches and for programs. And we're really good about having announcements that's going on the campus here at the central here at in the media center. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. And then the cafeteria is down this hallway, right up the ramp here. Okay, so here is the cafeteria. It has just been remodeled in the past couple of years. New paint, new decor. It is small compared. That's why we use the media center for the kids to eat as well. There's always sweet tea, water readily available for the teachers to use it throughout the day. Here is part of the East Campus. This is going to be primarily for 9th and 10th grade here. This is part of the PE gym, girls athletics, enters here for their locker room. There are 2 classrooms in this building here. So there's going to be the science class, and there's a content mastery that we use for special education. So it's what we use for there. Okay, and then so we have the 100 building here, and we have the 200 building here. In some shape, form, or fashion, 9th grade is in the 100 building. 200 is going to be your 10th grade, more or less. There are some that still rotate around some, but not much. We try to keep it centralized. Back here in the back is going to be our CTE building, and that's going to be our auto tech, our welding. We have culinary arts in the building there as well. Our yearbook is going to be in that building as well. So we have a lot of our CTE classes there. If you look right here, this is the back part of our gym, which, like I said, you can come through this door here and it goes to the locker rooms. And that's going to be the basketball gym, the gymnasium there. So the girls' locker rooms for athletics is there. So we got them separated between the boys and the girls. Do you have any other questions?
So what would I expect during class change?
Class change. We like for the teachers to monitor the hallways in between class change. We have 6 minutes in between bell to bell. For tardies, we do expect the teachers to monitor the hallways. Since our campus is so spread out and has some outdoor aspects, the teachers that are close to the doors, they're asked to come stand out here on the sidewalks to move the children, move them forward to the classrooms. That's the aspect of that. Classes, we expect the teachers to be here at 7:30 in the mornings to help monitor the hallways and the sidewalks for morning for breakfast. And then the bell rings and they have 6 minutes to get to class. In the afternoons, we ask the teachers that they're from 7:30 to 4, and we rotate time after school, but morning duty and afternoon duty, we do rotate that. There's a rotation schedule. If morning works better for you than afternoon or something, we can work with you on that. If you have kids, you need to pick up anything to that effect. That's no problem. We should have no problem with doing that. You're asked to do 6 weeks worth of duty, and you can do it all at one time, or you can spread it out. Whoever you want to partner it with to work that, they'll work out better for you. Any other questions?
With such a large campus, how do you do discipline with things being so spread out? Is it just you, or do you have help?
But I do have help. I am the principal, and I actually have 2 assistant principals as well. I have an assistant principal on this East Campus, and I have an assistant principal on the West Campus. They help discipline on both campuses to that effect, and if they need help, they'll call me, and I'll help them as well on the discipline.
So if I brought my child here, what would be expected of them?
If you brought your child here, we expect the students to be responsible, respectful, and do the best they can. We do have Monday tutorials. We have that available for any student to help with if they need extra assistance on Monday tutorials. It's in the library. The teachers are willing to help them if they need to come during morning during like the 7:30 to 8. They can come during the morning or afternoon to help the students with that. Did I answer your question? I think I did. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
So what all classes are offered here at Liberty Isle High School?
Okay, so here at Liberty Isle High School, we have CTE classes, of course, students career ready. We have dual credit classes. We have college prep classes as well. We have our student leadership classes. That right there is a class that if the students are willing to be a part of the leadership of the campus, they go through a process with that. They have CTE leadership, the student council, and we also have dual credit as well. So that's a good combination, variety of kids. We all know that students are not going to be college-driven students, but we want them to be career-ready. So we'll have any kind of opportunity for them as well. The maps are always readily available in all hallways for the students and teachers to know. This is the beginning of the 100 hallway here. That we're doing summer school right now, so it is kind of quiet in the hallway. And we have just a few classes here in this hallway. This is the computer lab that we have on the 100 hallway. We have another one that looks just like it in the 200 hallway. It's padded walls, keeps the sound down. Kids really like it. They like the lighting. In the classrooms, we have provided these pockets here. So what we strongly encourage our teachers to have the students put their cell phones in these pockets during class time. So that will kind of keep that we know that they are trying to focus on the assignment and the task at hand, and that we know that the cell phones are no longer in process. Now, we do strongly suggest them to have the teachers to use these. We're not requiring the teachers to do these, but in the same sense, we're not saying that you cannot use technology in the classroom. So we do have the carts, the Chromebook carts, but there are times that teachers may want to let the kids use their phones for their own technology. So we depends on the teacher and the leniency of the teacher. We do suggest you can be allowed them to use their cell phones, but other than that, we do suggest they use the cell phone. So this is the 200 hallway. It's a lot of mirror of the 100 hallway, but we do not use our lockers. That hasn't been used in several years. But the classrooms are about mirrored. Each classroom can hold between 24 to 27 student desks. So we do try to keep our classrooms to a low number of kids, but this year we did have some classes that were 27 students, but we try to keep them to a between 21 and 24. We try to keep it to that amount. Right now we're doing summer school right now, so we have students that's in summer school. So we're not able to go into the classrooms right now because the West Campus they're stripping the floors, and then now here on East Campus we're having summer school. All doors on all the campuses, outside doors, are magnetically, so they're safety-wise, they are locked. Here also, this is on the East Campus, and there's a road right here, so there's parking here for the staff. We also provide a gym, a health gym for the employees. We're able to, that's available for teachers anytime they have a key. Their magnetic key will unlock it, and there is treadmills, there are bicycles, there's free weights, so we have that available for the teachers as well. So how are you liking the campus?
It's a very large campus. I didn't realize there was so much here.
It is spread out. It is spread out. That's something that we are, as a district, we are looking into about possibly revamping the high school, making it more not as spread out. Because at one time, the East Campus was our middle school, and the West Campus was our high school. And several years back, they built the new middle school, so they made this as a high school. So they are looking at doing that, at revamping the high school, rebuilding, doing something to have it more put together. Our elementary just built a new school, and well, this is our first year. We just completed our first year at a new elementary. It's really, really nice. I have to take you there one day. But our leadership kids, they really work. They do go to all the other campuses as well to help with the students. The student council does really good about working with the community. We have a community fair day. We do that in the fall. It's called the Fall Bazaar. The community comes out, different local churches, and the students come together and to do that. We raise the money up. The money is, we do charge for vendor. Our churches really do really good work for our district on all campuses. We have several churches in this area, so they kind of help it. They help us a lot with the community base. 3 high schools here at Texarkana, and Liberty Outlaw is going to be the smallest ones of them, of the other 3. I am going to say that we are the other school. It's on across the tracks, so we do not have very much business in this area. We have a lot of tax dollars to do help fund our school. We do have some businesses, but nothing compared to the other schools that we have that are here in Texarkana. Any questions?
Is there a PTA here that helps bring the community in?
There is a PTA. The high school, we do have a PTA. I'm just going to say, be honest with you, our PTA here at the high school, it's really not that into it, because of the age of the kids and stuff. They do help us when it comes to different activities that we have on campus. The PTA helps with when our theater kids are doing a theater for the community. They help put the announcements out for that. When the band is wanting to do a performance for the community, they help with get that announcement out. They really do. Our PTA really does do wonders at our middle school and our elementary and at the early childhood center.
So, we just got our test scores in. How does Ellie rank when it comes down to testing?
Ellie, in overall, we do need some improvement. Our curriculum department and all campuses are needing to show us some improvement. Our high school is in better position than the other campuses. The high school is between a level 1 and a level 2. Off the top of my head, I will share my information with you. We are not where we want to be at, but bringing in new teachers like you and have a different idea and revamping the classrooms and everything else, I'm really looking forward to bringing in some newer teachers and more that would kind of collaborate together. I am working on starting some new committees together to kind of help get some ideas together and try to revamp on how our kids are performing in the classroom. So that is another process that I'm working on as well. Okay, here on the texasschools.gov, you can see that the school is MET standard. This right here shows our MET standard in the student achievement and the school progress, and on the closing gaps. As you can tell, we're doing pretty good. This website right here shows that approaches and meets level is at above standard, and masters is a little bit below, but we're working on that as well. Okay, this is the STAR performance data table. This is part of the TPRI. And it shows all subjects about percentages of tests, approaches, meets, and masters. That right there really breaks it down per demographics of our African American or white students and our disadvantaged students. We have quite a large percent of disadvantaged students, of 62%. You can also tell that we have a big difference between continuously enrolled students and non-continuously enrolled students, and the reason for that is we have, like I said, we have 3 high schools here in Texarkana, and the kids move around to different schools, and it's also based on boiled down to that we have looked into is that it's the rent. They can't pay the rent here, they'll close it up, they'll get more funding from the federal government or state government, and then they'll find another apartment. So that right there is a large reason why the non-continuously enrolled students that number is such a high number. Our mathematics, this right here shows mathematics, science, and social studies. And right here it breaks down what I showed you in the previous time about our percentages of passing and where it's coming from and what level the kids are at on the approaches, meets, and masters. This right here is the percentage of students who is prepared for success after high school, the college ready classes, military ready. So this right here shows that we're at 54%, and our district is at 54%, so we are just barely meeting standard there. But overall, we have our percentage is 85 over 100, so it's really good, I think. This is another part of a breakdown of our student enrollment, breaking down of race and the amount of male and female, the economic disadvantage. This right here shows the number of full-time staff, full-time teachers. We're at 65.8 in 2016-17 in our average teacher pay. Okay, so on this academic growth rate here, this right here is based on the students academically on reading and math, their percentage on how much they gained in a year's time. This also shows that the child shows how well the group of students are meeting their growth goals. The student achievement is part of it. This is another part of that 80% I showed you, that the students demonstrate college, career, and military ready. Okay, so this is the closing gaps table for 2018, and definitely breaks it down on demographics. You can also tell that our growth, this, like I said, this is based on year to year on how much growth the child has shown. So we have some growth showing. We have student success status, where have they met their target, so that it's showing well there is progress that needs to be made. Should not be okay with this. These numbers need to be better. So that's part of the committee that we're working on together, to gather together on how ways to improve on the campus. Here's another little demographic showing the growth in reading and math. This stating 58%. Definitely need some growth on this. Should definitely not be okay with this idea this time. Here's another demographic. This is based on similar schools relative to the students that we have on our campus. And this right here shows that the students are at 79. You can definitely tell that we're below what is required or suggested. Even our socioeconomical students are showing they're below than what is expected of what the state has set for us to go. So we are working on that. Actually, we just came back from a Ron Clark training, and we're going to come back, and actually we're going to have someone from the Ron Clark Academy come to us next first of the year and get some ideas for move forward and kind of get some baselines here, so maybe we can show some improvement. Okay, this is a breakdown of what the closing the gaps, where we're at on the students that have mastered, achieved, and met. So this is a breakdown part of the TPRI, and so this is a breakdown that would definitely help us to figure out ways within that in the committee and the Ron Clark Academy to figure out what we need to do and give them. We're open to suggestions, so we're going to listen to them and we're going to try our best. This right here is part of the Closing the Gaps section here, and this is just the reading ELA, and so you can definitely show that who didn't meet and master's approaches and met. So you can definitely see that did not meet. There's definitely room for growth right there. Okay, this is another part of it. This is just the mathematics. As you can tell, the did not meet students are 22. There's definitely some growth that we can go from there. Math is definitely in a better situation than the reading is. So we have linked it to our reading that we're backing up even from the elementary and middle school on improving our reading ability, because it's trickling up, and we can definitely see a trend that from the elementary moving up that the students are lacking some reading skills, and we're revamping the whole district's reading curriculum. This is just a graphic for rating how Liberty Island High School is compared to other districts based on socioeconomical overall in general. So you can tell that we are kind of in the middle of the road, I guess you can say, for that. You can definitely see that we are in the middle of the ratings. This is the bottom of the graphic there of the percentage of economically disadvantaged. It shows our percentage. It shows the numbers where we need to be at. So you can definitely see that we are below what is suggested by the state of Texas. So we are working on that as well. Okay, a little bit about myself. I've been here at Liberty Islo for 10 years. I just finished my 10th year. I've been a principal here at Liberty Islo for a year and a half. I kind of came in the middle of a year. We are showing some improvement. I'm really trying to build the teachers' morales. The students are very, I like the students. The students are funny. We do have a clientele of students that you'd be surprised how many of our students are already kind of living on their own, working on their own, just to that effect. It's just the culture of these kids. But these kids are good. These kids are really good. There's always a rotten egg somewhere. But overall, these kids are really good. They're really respectful. You'd be surprised, once you earn their respect, you'd be surprised what they'll be willing to give back to you. And then sometimes it's like beating against a brick wall, trying to earn their respect or earn their trust. That's the biggest thing, is earning their trust. So, here at Liberty Islo, I definitely speak to our teachers about earning the students' trust. I have a firm belief if you can earn a kid's trust and get them to show you respect them and they show respect back to you, you can go leaps and bounds for that child. It doesn't matter what kind of learning disability they may have or how smart they may be. You'll be surprised how far you can get with them.
So, what do you think makes the perfect teacher for Ellie?
Oh, someone that is diverse, someone that is willing to change and move with the flow. Really, in education and all, you really cannot be just very stagnant. You've got to be willing to move and adjust. This is not working for me. That didn't work for the kids. So I need to see if I find a different way to do it. And if that means talking to your colleagues and say, hey, I'm teaching this, how did your kids do? And kind of compare and you try their way of how the kid is performing in her classroom. Try and do it in your classroom and see if it works for you. Not every kid learns the same way. And I know as adults we get so set, I'm teaching it this way, this is it, this is the way it's going to work. It doesn't always work that way. You know, I remember things weren't working for me, and I was like, this isn't working, you know. And I had those teachers that would willing to do a little bit extra to help me teach me a different way. And then I was able to get it, and so we were able to move forward and everything else. So, for as a teacher for Liberty Islo, I would say that they need to be able to be diverse, be able to move around and that kind of stuff. Pick it up. Here at Liberty Islo, definitely a community-led campus. We are working on our championship on the field as well as off the field. We're working really close more on off the field, more academically driven. This is part of our new football field that they just completed 2 years ago. This is year number 2. We have a new scoreboard here. It's really nice. It has automatic replay on it. Here at Liberty Islo, we are the home of the Leopards, and we are looking forward for you to be here at Liberty Islo. We need your expertise. We would like to have your knowledge and to improve Liberty Islo, and you can be a part of the team. Thank you.